Hey guys, Rylan Russell here. Welcome back to the vlog number 12. And today I want to talk to you about why geriatric millennials like myself make the best worship leaders. Let's go. All right, well, if you're new to the channel, kind of what we do is I love to just do a vlog on Sundays, take you behind the scenes of what's happening here at our church, all the real parts of being a worship leader on a Sunday morning. I've been a worship and media arts pastor here at Central Baptist for 11 years now, and love this church. And today's actually Memorial Day weekend here, which is kind of a ghost town sometimes, but that doesn't matter. It's okay. God gave us another day, so we're going to give it back to Him. And as far as geriatric millennialism goes, I am one. Born between 1980 and 1985. I'm 37, and I believe that there are three qualities that truly do make us the very best worship leaders. Now, before you get all crazy on me, this is a little tongue-in-cheek, okay? So just settle down. But we're going to get things fired up here, get all the systems going, get ready for our 8:15 traditional service, actually. And then we have a 10:45 contemporary service. So thanks for coming along for the journey, vlog number 12.
Jesus is going to save the world, but maybe the best thing we can do is just get out of the way.
Hey, you ready for a National Youth Pastor Preach Sunday?
Oh, yes. Yes. Memorial weekend.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
There's only going to be 12 people in the congregation.
Did you see that there's a video before you come up there?
The main event.
I haven't looked at that yet. Oh.
With you and Clayton.
All right, so this is our Gen Z youth intern. Can you tell me the lead singer of Third Day?
Oh, no.
Do you know who Third Day is?
Yeah, I know who Third Day is. I just can't
tell you. Do you
know
any Third Day songs?
Not off the top of my head, but I know I can't.
Who sings I Can Only Imagine?
Oh.
I'm old. I'm a geriatric millennial, so I don't know.
You're only like 45, right?
All right. 45, I will kill you.
This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away.
All right, first service went great. Now for reason number 1 of 3 of why people like me, born between 1980 and 85, these geriatric millennials make great worship pastors. Number 1, we are the best suited to lead a multi-generational church. And that's what most of our churches are in America, right? Churches like mine that have been around since 1965, and you've got all age ranges that you're trying to lead in worship. The article that this term was coined in says it like this: for organizations that are divided across generational divides between baby boomers and Gen Zers, you should call on your geriatric millennials to help you translate both experiences, the digital and the analog, for your clientele. And I guess what they're trying to say is that people like me grew up in the analog and then also the digital world, and so neither one really scares us. We can pick up a hymnal and read out of it and sing out of it, but we're also just as comfortable just to, sing off of a projector screen or something like that. And so we can translate both experiences for both people and in a comfortable way. So I think that's reason number 1. And to me, that makes a lot of sense. All right, and the second reason is that change doesn't scare us. The amount of rapid change that we've experienced in our life, not only in our churches, but just in culture in general, I think has primed us to be worship pastors who aren't afraid of change, or at least trying something new. I mean, think about all the things that we've seen change. It doesn't scare us. We've experienced it, right? We lived through Christian ska. We went through handbell choir, living Christmas trees, overhead projections, flannel boards, morphing into the passion movement, and every kid in the youth group having an acoustic guitar, and we're better because of it, right? And I think that us living on both sides of the multi-generational spectrum allows us to be change agents for things that actually do need to be changed for the better, because we can actually relate to people because we lived in the world of actually talking to people face to face, dealing with conflicts face to face, not just over text. But then also with the younger generation, we can relate to that as well because, I mean, the internet was invented when we were kids, and we, were some of the first people to have PCs in our home and AOL Instant Messenger, and we lived through the MySpace top friends and all of those things. So navigating change in a church as a worship pastor can kind of be a sticky situation, but I think that our skill set and our micro generation that they're calling it actually kind of has some advantages there. All right, so there's the first two reasons. The third one, though, I think you want to stick around for, and I'll share that with you after our 1045 service, which is a contemporary service if you're new to the channel. So I'll take you behind the scenes a little bit and show you what that's like, and I'll see you after worship. All right, this is day one of CBC photography. I've got Ashley right here, veteran photographer, and Sarah also learning the ropes and doing photography as well. What are y'all shooting on today? What kind of camera do you have?
I have a Canon 5D Mark IV.
With the 70-200?
Yes.
Is it the
2.8?
I have image stabilization?
Yes.
Nice. Beautiful. And then Sarah is shooting on our Canon RP, and it's got the 85mm 1.8 on it. All right, this is Kara Lawfer. She's one of our worship leaders here. How old are you?
Oh my gosh, 25.
25. Okay, so what generation would you consider yourself?
I'm a zillennial.
Okay, zillennial. Finish this lyric.
Okay.
When the toast is burned and all the milk
has been served and the
Captain Crunch.
crunches. That was a song I couldn't sing in church because I had hell in it.
That's true.
When I was a kid.
Captain Crunch is waving farewell.
In hell.
That's it. Do you know who Charlie Hall is?
Yes.
Name a Paul Baloche song.
Okay, so what was that English? I don't know Paul Baloche.
And if you feel like you're alone, just know that the angel armies are surrounding you this morning. Come on, sing. There is a King of glory. There is a God who saves. One who is strong and mighty. Freedom is in his name. Open the gates of heaven. Lift up the shout of praise. There is a lion roaring. Jesus the King of glory.
just got done with second service worship. Everything went great. It was a good day. And now I want to wrap this vlog up by doing two things. Reading some comments from previous vlogs that you guys have asked, and sharing point number 3 with you guys of why geriatric millennials make the best worship leaders. All right, so number 3 is this. We are POWWs, prisoners of the worship wars. If you grew up in church and you're my age, you probably experienced and were a captive of the worship wars. Some churches worse than others. And the reason I think that this is a benefit for people like me as a worship pastor now is we witnessed really good ways to handle conflict and really bad ways to handle conflict. And I think that that allows me to have a little bit of a leg up when it comes to conflict resolution and just dealing with church problems, because let's face it, as a worship pastor, dealing with people is a big part of that. But that's number 3. You know, being a POWW, I think serves me well as a worship pastor now of a multi-generational church. All right, so let's read some comments from previous vlogs, and I'll try to answer them as quickly as I can. Here's a question from Schromer Jr., I think. He's asked a question about the slider. First question, do you have to set the GVM slider every single time you turn it on? Can't figure out a workaround for that. And so, yes, that is one of the semi-annoying things. Unless you just leave it on all the time, you know, every time you power it on, you have to set those kind of digital endpoints of the slider, or else it'll just keep going and it makes the worst sound in the world. Sven asked, I noticed the mirrored layout of your building with the 2 porta cochere, I don't know how to say that word and all. Why was it built like that? I wasn't here when this building was built, but I think that the master plan was to make it a big square. And so, you know, the plan is to add something else in the back of a diamond or whatever. But, I mean, that was an architect's idea. Evidence asks, what is the benefit of mixing with a DAW compared to mixing using a bus on the mixer? Well, if you mix in a DAW, you can have unlimited effects, you can have a separate gain staging, all those things. So that's the main benefits, I'd say. But for us, we don't do that. We're still on a stereo bus mix, that's post-fader. And I will link in the description a video to where I walk you through how we do all that, if you think our mix is good. I mean, we're happy with it. And so at this point in time, I'm not looking to move to a DAW. Vincent asks, what is your process for recruiting or equipping your team for worship tech ministry? Well, for recruiting, I've found that in our church, blanket invites don't really work. And so I've tried to target specific people that I see a skill in or an ability in, or maybe just an interest from them into our tech or worship ministry. And I'll actually just go and talk to them. As far as training them, I have lots of resources available as far as on Planning Center, from things like worship artistry, worship online, worship initiative, praise charts, multi-tracks, all those different services. All right, last comment. Jonas asked, I love the font you are using for the lower thirds. What's the name of it and where can I find it? All right, so that actually inspired me to make the most recent, I think, tech video I did, possibly. But if you search underneath my channel, I did a full video about the font we're using for lower thirds. And we did something cool this week on our lower thirds as well. We kind of used a video alpha with the lyric video. And so, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Do you like that? It's kind of a lot of work to do, but I think it adds to it. All right, I think that's it for this vlog. I hope that you enjoyed coming along for the ride and that you're enjoying these. If you are, would you do me a favor and just subscribe to this channel and like this video, maybe share it with somebody if you think it's fun or whatever. I enjoy doing these vlogs just to be able to look back on, and I hope that you're enjoying kind of getting to see behind the scenes here at my church, Central Baptist Owasso. All right, guys, remember we can do a lot of great things. Let's do it all for the right reasons. We'll see you in the next one.